Aloha everyone, what is going on my dudes? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video we'll be talking about an update to the Penguin Hide and Seek D&D coming out later this month. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go!
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, before we get started, this is information coming from the latest live stream. Do note that the live stream that showed off this update was unfortunately very low resolution, so it's going to be difficult to see some things that I'm showing on screen, but I will try my best to describe what's happening so you got a good indication of what was shown off with this live stream. Next thing to note is that this update is going to be coupled with an even larger update which we do not know of yet and will be revealed next week, so keep that in mind. Anyways, let's discuss the update to the Penguins D&D. First and foremost, Chuck in the Ardoin Zoo is still going to be your go-to character for all your rewards from this D&D. However, there have been new rewards obviously, and his reward system has had a complete overhaul, and there is now a reward shop instead. We're going to start off by going over this reward shop and explain exactly what the rewards are and how you can get your hands on them. So starting off, you still have your consumable rewards that you can spend your penguin points on, just like how it works currently in game. However, it is divided up into XP lamps and 50k coin stacks. 1 penguin point will get you a small lamp, 2 penguin points for a medium, 4 for large, and 8 for a huge lamp. And also 1 penguin point is used for 50k coins. In addition to this, there's a new unlock section for the shop, and it uses a similar system to the War's Retreat system with boss kills. So all the unlocks on this portion of the shop are based on how many penguins you have found. The found penguins will not start counting until this update goes live, so any penguins you find prior to this update will not count towards earning these rewards. I'm going to quickly list off the rewards and we'll go over them later, but let's quickly list off what we see here. First off, you have a penguin spy device. This will be used to help you find the penguins. We'll talk about it in a minute. There is a scan upgrade, which will improve your device. For 10 penguins found, find 20 penguins and you get the Bird Watcher title. 40 penguins will get you the Zap functionality, which is used on the penguin spy device. 60 penguins found will give you a briefcase of disguises, which will let you transmog your character into 7 different penguin disguises. At 70 penguins found, you will unlock the Spy Master title, and at 80 points, you'll unlock the Sheldon Pet Override. It's important to note that these unlocks will automatically unlock for you as you spy enough penguins. Now let's get into more detail as to what these rewards are. So the Penguin Spy device, this is an item that's going to help you find and capture penguins, in that it'll help you scan for them, it'll give you hints on where they are, and you can zap the penguins to hold them in place. Do note that the zap functionality is not earned until you found 40 penguins. The hint functionality is going to work similar to how it currently does if you visit Larry or Chuck and ask for hints on where the penguins are, but they have changed them this time around to make them more descriptive and more helpful, redefining, the areas of which define what hints are given for what. For example, currently, if they're in the desert, it's really only 1 hint, whereas after this update, depending on where they are in the desert, there will be several different types of hints. And you'll be able to select and choose which hint for which specific penguin you have or you want to look for with the device. Now let's talk about the scan functionality. This is something that's going to work pretty similar to clue scroll scans. If you're familiar with them, you'll have the little pulse underneath your feet. As you get closer, the pulse is more sporadic and more frequent until you eventually find the penguin. When you first get this device, the scan radius is 20 tiles. With the upgrade that I mentioned in the shop, it will increase to a 30 tile radius. When you hit scan on this device, it's important to note that it's only going to last for 1 minute. Then you have to rescan. When a penguin comes within 20 or 30, if you have the upgrade, tiles of your character, then an arrow will appear over them, similar to how an arrow appears over the dig spot in a scan clue. The arrow will follow the penguin, so it's not going to be just an arrow static over the spot where it first located the penguin. It will track it. And finally, the zap functionality that you earn later on with 40 penguins will allow you to hold the penguin in place for 1 minute. I'm sure this will really help with people who find a penguin and they want to let their friends know, or people who are running the penguin FCs to really help one another out locating all these penguins. Next thing I want to talk about is the Sheldon pet. This is a override pet, so it does have attack and special attack animations. You can see it on screen here. It is a very cute pet, and like I said, it is overrideable and is unlocked after you have found 80 penguins. So that concludes the rewards. I want to talk about, for a moment, new additions that have been added with the Penguin D&D. So, in addition to the normal penguins that you're going to be finding around in the game world, there is a chance that when you find a penguin, a 007 penguin will appear nearby. This penguin is only for you, so it's instanced to your character. When you find it, it'll provide you with 2 additional penguin points and a clue casket ranging from easy to elite, with the chance of upgrading to master. In addition to the 007 penguins, there is a similar penguin called the Secret Agent Penguin. These will spawn randomly around the world. They will also provide 2 penguin points. However, they will despawn after someone spots them and respawn randomly in the world after a set period of time. So it's a first come, first serve if you come across a Secret Agent Penguin. So that is it for the new changes. On screen, I'll show a bunch of the penguins in their new graphically updated look, while I cover over some closing information. So we know this is going to come out this month, but when exactly, we also know. This update will come out September 14th. That's just in 2 weeks. And as I said earlier in the video, will be coupled with a larger update that we are currently unaware of, but I'll let you know about it on the channel when I do find out what that is. When this launches on the 14th, there will be an early bird bonus from the 14th to the 27th. During this time, spying on your first penguin of that week, for each week you do it in that period, will provide you with a penguin reset token, so you can do the entire D&D over again during that week. Also during the early bird bonus time frame, those secret agents that I talked about will spawn more frequently. So that will be good to see. And the last thing I want to touch on for this video is there are some comp cape requirements with this update. So the first is a regular comp requirement called From Ardoin with Love. And that is you need to fully upgrade your penguin spy device. This simply requires you to find 40 penguins in order to complete it. The other achievement is a trim comp achievement called Penguin Adoption Agency. Basically, you just have to adopt the Sheldon penguin, which will require 80 penguins found. The last thing I'll say, even though I haven't showed any holiday penguins in this particular video, they have been updated as well. We just don't know what they look like yet, so keep that in mind. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the update to the Penguin D&D. Once again, I apologize for the low quality of the video. Nothing I could really do about that, but hopefully I was able to explain things thorough enough to where you understand and you're fully prepared for what this update has to offer on the 14th. So I'm gonna wrap up the video there. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then do hit that subscribe button, because I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.